spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner?
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, Delta.
They fake the give. Now Elway. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking.
And he's going to take it in for a steal touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing.
Old school, baby. That's old school Southwest Virginia football right there, baby.
Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Good heart.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chubb said that was a bad call, Tweety. You should have brought it out.
We're at where we're starting.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Oh,
He
yeah,
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yeah, they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Third Brooks a pussy.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play. And maybe how much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
That's what I'm talking about. Knock down. 30 base.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ready?
On 2nd down, Elway. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
319. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Inside. Yeah, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, sympathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been a constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
26. Small.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Switch gears. Check. Crouch.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Fair. Kill. Bravo. Jumper.
They'll wait to throw on second. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
Oh, shit.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he's in.
Boom!
Touchdown.
I didn't do engage it.
First half. The prayer is
They backed up. My blocker get out there on that safety. I knew you was in trouble there.
He's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
Line, baby.
You know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again. and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
319. I'm coming for you, son. Get 300.
Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Judy couldn't take it no more, Ray.
I can't
Couldn't do it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it.
Ran got the ball back.
It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
No
And the
way.
return will be stopped at the 34-yard
Hey,
line.
right.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 31, check 31. 45.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the whip. Hey, I-7.
Play action. Elway. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Good shit, man.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You might.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
The way he does, Ram, you quit on him.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
We've got a ball game, folks. It's a
And he is
one-score
into the
game.
end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Phillip Lindsay, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt.
There's some big boys. There's some beef out there, Rev.
The Steelers on 3rd down.
I mean, when you know what's coming.
In this game. This is 3rd and 4.
When you know what's coming, look at him grab the blocker.
First down at about the 38.
When you know what's coming and you can't stop it, that's what it's tough.
We're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game.
They bringing it right down your throat.
Reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run. It's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They are dissing up the
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tweety.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Handing it off to Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Look at that.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works some
Brown.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
319. Right there. I got you. I got 26. Alpha.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Rodgers. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown.
Lock them up over there. It's a 2-point
Tyler
game.
Lockett, 46 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that'll shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready?
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. There you go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leo.
Throwing now is Elway. And open Rice. He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jerry Rice.
Oh, man, what a play.
And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I just floated it up, too. I said he's going to get it.
And then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Jeffrey with a catch, left side. That one goes for 30 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Team 6.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's Elway. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal, New Orleans.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good.
I don't think kick away from making this very interesting.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. They're going to file it away for the future.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
In 28 full play. Oh, I got coins for that. Oh, no, I didn't. That's where I sold somebody. Oh, I got coins there for a minute. How's that? Collect rewards. Do what?
I just got 90 overall, John Elway.
Call it, dog.
Who did? You. How do you accidentally do that? That means it's a real number, though.
Hang on, man, I gotta help these groceries bring them in.
Mm-mm. Oh, in the franchise, you'll save it. He got frostbite feet. Well, remember they traded for so many first-round picks. I mean, you're loaded up for picks too. Remember they trade. Mm. Mm-hmm. Why at 10 o'clock, Scoot? Oh. Antonio Brown might not even play. I'm sorry, Ramy.
Take your tussin, Tweety. We was running it down that throat, wasn't we? That's the best line in the game.
Who do you have on your line? Like, what's their overalls?
I got Joe Staley, heavyweight, 87 on the left. Left guard, legend Bruce Matthews, 90. Travis Frederick, center, 85. Larry Allen, 90, right guard. Lane Johnson, 88, right tackle.
Is he a power up?
No, 2 heavyweights, 2 legends, and 1 core.
How'd you get the heavyweights?
Bought them. You can buy them. Auction.
Are they in the auction?
Mm-hmm. They already come with their traits, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to it's like an upgraded version of them. Get this quarterback now. Get this quarterback and we set. Who you got at quarterback, Scoop? Mutt. Yeah. I'm gonna get somebody else.
What's this fucking verification shit that keeps popping up?
Who won that Panthers game, I wonder? Probably Panthers.